And now, broadcasting from the Ginger and Baker studio and the heart of the Music District in Old Town Fort Collins, Colorado, it's Live at Lunch here on KRFC 88.9 FM, streaming live at krfcfm.org. I'm your host today, David V., and today's special musical guest is VOLORES.
need this hope that I have found. Nothing good at 6 feet underground.
VOLORES here on KRFC's Live at Lunch, and we're going to introduce the band. Shelby Maxwell on guitar and vocals over there, and Nathan Maxwell on bass and vocals, and Art Brown back there on the drums. All right. So I'm just going to, you guys you live in Monument, obviously Colorado, so thanks for driving all the way up here this morning. And how did you get with the concept of putting VOLORES together, I guess, is my first question. I know, people probably recognize Nathan from being in Flogging Molly, and this is a lot different sound than, obviously, Flogging Molly, and in a good way. And what made you guys decide to do what you're doing? I guess I'll start ask you first.
Ooh, so I was writing all these songs at home, and Nathan obviously was out on tour a bunch and was actually touring with another one of his bands, the Bunny Gang. And I would just kind of present these songs to him, and he was like, yeah, I like them. Like, let's work on them. Let's do something with them eventually. But then COVID hit, and you're stuck at home with your partner, who's another musician, and you've skirted around that idea for a while, and now there's no reason why you shouldn't do it. Huh? So we looked at each other, and we took all those songs I'd been writing and went down to our studio in our basement and started fleshing them out. Art is our partner in another business that we have, and happens to play the drums, and we agreed incredibly well. And we agreed that we wanted to have live drums, and VOLORES was born. Wow.
So you have a home studio?
We have a basement. Yeah.
Well, that's about all it takes these days.
Well,
is
yeah, we have an unfinished basement, and a space to be creative, and. The sound is very different than Flogging Molly, and it's not really by design, other than the sense that, how I play bass and how I approach music is really just to honor the song, to honor the intention. And so Shelby had this body of work that she was developing, and, you can kind of put it in any direction you want, any genre you want, in a sense, right? But yeah. I really wanted to understand, what was the intention of the song? How are we going to honor the music and create this? And so I'm really grateful that how it turned out, this little thing we got.
Well, Shelby, you had mentioned earlier that a lot of the songs are about life and death and things that go on in our world. And is that what influences you the most to write songs?
I think so. I've struggled with anxiety and depression, like most people, I think, for most of my life, and I know that life has its beautiful parts, and to kind of take that struggle and make it beautiful, it feels like victory to me. And so I write songs, I think, about a lot of the ugly parts of life, with little twinges of hope mixed into the lyrics and the songwriting, because I hope that one day it'll inspire other people to know that, it is okay to not be okay. But there is hope and light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, you grew up around the Cleveland, Ohio area, and what kind of music were you listening to at that time?
Oh, my goodness, a little bit of everything. I think that growing up, most of what I listened to was a lot of alternative, like 90s alternative was my favorite. So, I would say that, one of my biggest influences growing up vocally was Alanis Morissette. I loved her. I know she's more pop than anything. But yeah, God, it's so eclectic. Nine Inch Nails. I was listening to Stained, which is like dad rock, and then I was listening to, I was listening to a little bit of pop and country, like Willie Nelson, and Elliott Smith kind of came into my life, and then it evolved slowly over time to more indie, kind of sad, like singer-songwriters that I loved, and eventually into like The Cure and Susie and the Banshees, and Interpol was a big one for me. So it evolved.
A lot of British bands too, huh? What are you listening to now?
Ooh, The Cure, Interpol. One of my favorite new bands that just kind of hit my radar is Destroy Boys, if you've ever heard of them. I think they're awesome. And then, I would say, your typical, like David Bowie still, Bob Marley, the Beatles. We have our Sunday tradition at home called Sunday Brunch with Bob Bowie and the Beatles, and we have a playlist on Spotify that we blend of their music. So I feel like that's a lot of what we listen to.
A lot of classic R&B at home.
Yeah.
Old reggae.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the classics, keep the vibe high and mellow.
Cumbia. We listen to Cumbia.
Wow. A lot of influences there.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan, what did you listen to? You grew up in California originally, and what were you listening to?
All kinds of music again. A lot of punk rock. Growing up in the South Bay as a kind of a hub for punk rock, and I was that age. I was born in the '70s and grew up as a kid in the '80s, skateboarding and all that. So a lot of reggae. Bob Marley, of course, and Toots and the Maytals, Burning Spear.
Excellent.
And a lot of alternative rock. The Cure is one of my favorite bands. I mean, Nirvana. I was the right age when Nirvana broke, so. Nirvana was a huge influence on me. And I was lucky to be raised with music lovers as parents. So, there was always those Stones.
They were music lovers?
Lovers. And
They're
my
not
father's
musicians?
also a musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was he playing?
He's a drummer.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, professional drummer. So I really think that he also, he gave me the inspiration to believe it was a worthwhile, pursuit with your life. Right? So I'm grateful for that.
Well, I noticed, just real quick observation here, you can tell a professional bass player, you've got one pedal.
The tuner pedal. That's my mute pedal and my tuner pedal.
The professional only needs the guitar and the amp.
Yeah, well, I never look down on people that play with pedals. That's a whole other skill set to learn how to use them. I never did that. So.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
Thanks. Doing a great job. Well, I'll let you guys get back into another set here. What are you going to play for us?
I think we're going to do a Proper Icarus and then Carrion Cry.
Nice.
Proper Icarus, which is on the album Ages.
Yes.
Point to the sky with pain and pride. Fear never shows beyond those eyes. Started a war, but still you so hard never to say that you messed up before. You never messed up before. Proper Icarus, you're too high to come off that horse that made you. Given the world, but you wanted to fly. Makeshift dreams with wings to match. Mother's love, a father's craft. Hated the days that your old man would say, but this won't go your way. No, this won't go your way. Never could burn brighter than the sun. Proper Icarus, you're too high to come off that horse that made you. Give it down straight to the bone. Underneath, that's all you own. How could it be out of humanity? You were wasted on me, you were wasted on me. Ever could burn brighter than the sun. Proper Icarus, you're too high to come off that horse that made you. Given the world, but you wanted pie, so you took her the skies to see. Honey, your bed, honey, your place, wasted away. Never could burn brighter than the sun. How could you burn brighter than the sun? Never could burn brighter than the sun. How could you burn brighter than the sun? Where there's a light in all of us, dark corners creeping, quiet trust. Save for the dead and easy prey, feasting the flesh and slow decay. It's just death, don't be afraid. Carrion Cry, broken and divine. Scream of the lion. This is not my time. At this time, vultures will pick through flesh and bone. Crisis consumes what's in your soul, whispering words of seething doubt, viciously bullies inside zone. It's just death, don't be afraid. Carrion Cry, broken and divine. Scream of the lion. This is not my time. At this time, I am a lion, and this voice is mine. I am a lion, and this voice is mine. Carrion Cry, broken and divine. Scream of the lion. This is not my time. Carrion Cry, broken and divine. Scream of the lion. This is not my time. At this time.
VOLORES here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. I'm going to speak with Art Brown back there on the drums. Art, you're originally from New York, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Spoken with so many people recently that just seem to migrate out here from New York. Must be something similar. But you're from southern New York.
That's correct. The Hudson Valley.
There you go. Yeah, close to the river. Well, you know, you'd mentioned earlier when we were speaking that you started playing drums at a really early age, about age 9.
That's correct.
And convinced your father, he believed that you were going to stick with it. Got into music school for a while.
That was my hope. Mm-hmm. And then I held up my end of the bargain on playing a lot, not the schoolwork, which landed me in the next best place I could have landed, which was the U.S. Army Band.
Got your chops in the U.S. Army Band. Nothing wrong with that. You get to see the world.
Yes.
And play drums instead of shoot guns, right?
Well, I got to see Indiana.
Yeah. All right. If you're going to be stationed someplace. Yeah.
Ironically, it was the finance center.
All right. And that's what you do in the big world.
That's correct.
Finance.
So,
it allows you to be able to play drums and tour and
it does.
Make music, right?
That is correct.
So when you were first starting to play drums at age 9, what were you listening to?
I studied mostly jazz.
Really?
So
Was your father
lessons-
really into jazz, or your mom? Is that?
No, but the teacher that I started studying with, and so in fact, and I've got his sticks, his name on them. Buddy Rich was by far
I was just going to
my
ask if that's who it
absolute
was. Yeah.
favorite. Still is.
Well, if you're going to model yourself after a jazz drummer, that's a great place to start, isn't it? Yeah. All right.
You'll be doing it for your entire life.
So are you working just with VOLORES? Or are you doing other artists as well?
I am primarily working with VOLORES. I have a
Okay.
group that we enjoy getting together and playing Grateful Dead, Fish, all sorts of things.
I was
But
just gonna
this
ask
is where
you if
my
you-
heart is.
I was going to ask you if you're still doing jazz, but it sounds like
I
more
haven't.
jam.
No, I haven't. As I like to put it, I've credited Nathan with absolutely helping me become the rock drummer I never was, but wanted to be.
Give us a 4/4 and go.
Yes, that's right.
and speaking of being a rock drummer, you guys are just getting ready to go on a brief tour. As soon as we're done today, you're heading off to Las Vegas. Why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're going to be at?
So our tour actually kicks off on Sunday in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing with a great band from Colorado called Hold Fast and a group called Love Color. So it's actually our first headline tour with a whole package of bands that we're going out with, which is really exciting for us. Yeah. That'll hit Las Vegas, and that'll go up to Fresno, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and then over to Tucson and Phoenix, and then we're home for the rest of the year.
All right.
We do actually have one show in Colorado, December 21st. at the
Bluebird, right?
Yeah, where we are supporting Hold Fast for their...
ugly sweater holiday party.
Yeah, so we will be
How
there.
much fun is that?
I can't
So
wait.
fun.
So the Bluebird, December 21st in Denver, supporting Hold Fast. If our viewers and listeners would love to catch VOLORES here before the end of the year. And, excuse me, I also got a little birdie tell me that you guys are working on a new album.
We are.
Yeah.
We've already got, I would say, 3/4 of it worked out. We're going to hunker down after we come back from tour and really start fleshing them out and hopefully maybe record next year. Or, yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we're excited to kind of get off the road. It's been a great busy year for me, and excited to kind of hunker down in our basement over the winter, and that's where a lot
Really
of the magic happens.
hone the songs and
Yeah,
get 'em down.
We just demo in GarageBand and put it together and get it ready. So when we go to the studio, we record live.
Mhm.
That's what we like to do. We want to be able to, play what we sound like on the record live. We're not trying to do too many tricks or anything.
Well, the first album was Ages, came out in February of this year, 2023. Any idea what you're going to name the new one?
Ooh, there's been some stuff back and forth, but nothing really certain now. We won't know until we know the full track listing, I think, because it's always possible that you'll find that really sweet single like Ages.
Mm-hmm.
It was our soul song, I felt like, for this first album, and so the album being named after that single was perfect. I think we'll wind up doing the same thing for the second one.
Where do you actually go in and record your albums at these days?
We went down to Sonic Ranch in Texas,
Oh, okay.
and we like to keep everything open until it's kind of like writing
Sure.
a song. It's not really finished until the lyrics aren't done until they're recorded and published, right? So I kind of feel that way. We don't necessarily know exactly what we're gonna do, but from where I stand right now, I'd be very happy going back, working with Diego Mendoza at
Sonic Ranch.
At Sonic Ranch. It's a great experience.
Had you done some work with them before, with like flogging Molly or
I had
something?
never worked with Diego before, but Tony Rancich, who owns the place, is a friend of mine. I'd worked with Flogging Molly and worked with my other group, the Bunny Gang, and just absolutely loved the place. And we went there. I talked to Tony, and he recommended we give this young engineer a shot at the album. And boy, I'm so glad we took that recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And then he recommended, after we loved him being our engineer, recommended, hey, why don't you try to let him mix the album too? And he really he knew what we were going for. He understood all of it. And so, yeah, love Diego.
What's the best place for people to go to get information on the band that you prefer? Website, Instagram, whatever?
VOLORESband.com. And if you find us on any socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, it's all the same. VOLORES Band, at VOLORES Band. We keep it super easy.
Sure.
So, yeah, if you want to figure out where we're going to be at or what we're doing and follow along on our tour journey, that's
Pick up some music, some swag, whatever it might be, right?
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys thinking that you'd love to play next?
I think I'm going to slow it down a bit. I think we're going to play the closer on our album, which is called Glass.
Know the road to home beneath your shoes, heel to toe with nothing left to soul with nothing left to lose. Keeping the words we never spoke under the bed with jaded quietly seething still and lying through teeth and still can never quite finding their way. What if it could change all the things and everything that we can say? Reaching away towards peace of mind. Hope from the hurt we once aside. Never quite on our own and fighting for house and home and taking it one step at a time. What if it could change all the things and everything that we can say? What if it could dissipate away? Would it be a better way? Stay with me when I might roam. Give me all that you can love. Show me life in lessons learned. Love is only ever. What if it could change all the things and everything that we can say? What if it could dissipate away? Would it be a better way? What if it could? 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 What if it could change? What if it could? 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 What if it could?
That was fun.
That was fun.
Getting a workout. God, I took the jacket off.
Yeah.
That was great, Art.
So yeah. I guess I should have mentioned that was glass into L.I.O.E.E.
I love that line. Love is only ever earned. You know, I have one love tattooed on my collar right here, and something I believe in very strongly.
Mr. Bob Marley.
Mr. Bob Marley, and thank you, Bob. And you know, I always just, that's kind of been my nickname, is One Love, and I'm proud of that. And still, the concept that love is only ever earned is really, it's kind of a new concept for me, and I really appreciate it. It's a different way of kind of seeing things and honoring that concept of giving love, right, and earning it, I guess.
Yeah, it is. You have to. It's not easy. Love isn't easy. It's not meant to be. It's, you know, if it was easy, everybody would just be married all the time and everybody would be happy. But it's not. It takes work, and you have to earn it. You have to fight for it. And I think that's important.
And just being married all the time doesn't necessarily mean that the love's working out either. So.
Right.
No.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, what were you going to play another song from the from Ages here?
Yeah.
Thinking.
So we have 2 more after this, I think. Yeah.
You want 2 more?
3.
3 more.
3 more.
Sweet.
Sulfur?
Well, let's do Vindicated into Sulfur into Ages.
Let's do it. You want 3 in a row?
Let's do one more, and then we'll chat a little bit after this one, and then we'll let you finish with the other 2. How's that?
Sounds great.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Vindicated.
VOLORES here on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Shelby Maxwell, Nathan Maxwell, and Art Brown, our VOLORES, here with us today on KRFC's Live at Lunch. Real quick, I'd like to thank our crew, as always, today. Eric Delano and Dan Perez on the video. And Dan always seems to double with audio, too. And Reed Goodwin and the master, Greg Douras, on the audio. Thanks, guys. Excellent job today. Well, it's been fun having you guys. Thanks again. I know you guys are busy. You're all warmed up for your drive now off to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're going to leave us with a couple of songs. Are these also from Aegis, or are you playing something new for us at all?
We are going to hold back the new songs for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, David.
All right.
Hopefully you'll have us back.
I was going to say, you're going to come back, I'm
Thank
sure.
you.
So.
Yeah, we're still excited. It's still, our debut album's still less than a year old.
Yeah.
We're still really, really excited about the tracks and playing them live. It's still really new for us. So this doesn't feel like old stuff for us. You know, it's still really fresh. And
don't forget us when you go out to the West Coast and make it big. And we'll have to have you come on. All right. What was there anything else that maybe you guys wanted to mention that I didn't? Other than I'd like to say again that you will be at the Bluebird Theater on December 21st down in Denver.
Thank you, KRFC, and David and Sean and the crew here today. We're so grateful to be in your studio, and because you guys truly are the best, and you've given us so much love. So thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you. We genuinely really appreciate it.
Oh, excellent. Well, VOLORES, thanks again for coming in today. And what are you going to leave us with?
So we're going to leave you with Sulfer and Stone, and then into our title track on the album, Aegis.
you've grown. Ain't no doubt you've grown. Ain't no doubt you've grown. Ain't no doubt you've best rhythm section a girl could ask for. Love it. All right, sing you out. Here we go. 61 comes too fast. Built for love, but not built to last. We can play, yeah, play the game. Play the game. So we gotta get through these ages. So we keep us right into faces. So we gotta get through these ages. So we keep us right into faces. Through all these ages. Through all these ages. Woo!
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.